Whew, okay, where to start with this? First off, hello, duelists, and welcome to the King's Court. If you're a returning viewer, hi, how you doing? And if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Okay, a couple days ago, a channel called really quick. There's gonna be a couple of name dropping. Now, I really don't like to name drop other content creators, mainly because here in the channel we've always wanted to try building up our reputation without having to name drop others, because that to us that always just seemed kind of like, kind of like dick riding, if I'm being honest with you. So we didn't want to do that because we do have friends who also have channels much bigger than us, and we don't ask them to like leave our link in the description or anything, because we want to build our rep ourselves. But when I saw this video, I really wanted to talk about this now. Even though we've only been doing the channel for about 2 years, 2 years, Jesus Christ, even that just seems crazy. We've been playing the game for years, Yu-Gi-Oh specifically. I just gotta get this out. I love playing the game, no matter how crazy it gets. There's something I enjoy more than getting my hero deck and gonna go play at locals every week and just being able to unwind from the stresses of daily life. If I'm being honest with you, it really is just therapy for me. So I've been watching different content creators for a long time. Me and Chandler and Michael both. And one that we used to watch all the time is your Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Now, your Yu-Gi-Oh channel is like one of the big OG Yu-Gi tubers or Yu-Gi-Oh content creators, whatever you want to call them. These days there are like a lot more these days, but back then there weren't that many that had like a substantial subscriber count. There was your Yu-Gi-Oh channel. There was uh, Asian Eyes White Dragon. There was MCole 40 still around, but he's like more the competitive side of the game. There weren't like a lot of people that did the competitive stuff, but also like made it more entertaining. And your Yu-Gi-Oh channel had like he had skits. He would like interview other players. I think the first video I ever saw him do was him talking about the some of the stories in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And oh yeah, probably though my favorite back in the day was Galactic God, if anyone remembers him. But recently, I didn't even know he started uploading again. I think he stopped around 20 shoot 17, 18. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a while ago, way before we started making our own videos. So it was a while ago. So, but apparently I didn't know he started uploading again recently, which I'm a little surprised I didn't hear about that. It could be because I don't watch as many other like Yu-Gi-Oh content creators like I used to. But when I saw like your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, his video, and then I saw some other pretty big Yu-Gi-Oh content creators like when it comes to our Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I usually do hero videos. So if you watch my stuff, most likely you've seen Rogue Heroes, and I think Yu-Gi-Oh Paisano even talked about it. So a good amount of people, and I wanted to talk about this because I've seen the analytics here in the channel. I know that we have a pretty decent amount of viewers who are roughly around our age, around mid to late 20s. So this is the kind of age where I feel like a lot of people are dealing with this. Now, for the record, if you haven't seen his video, please go watch his first. I'll leave a link to it in the description and then come back. But if you have seen it, then you already know he got divorced because his partner at the time, his wife, whatever you want to call it, didn't basically approve of his Yu-Gi-Oh hobby. And apparently this is what even got him to stop uploading videos. He apparently sold all his cards, his equipment, everything, and he just stopped. And apparently throughout those years he didn't do anything Yu-Gi-Oh related, and he didn't even play the game for a long time. I mean, we've all taken breaks. I think the longest I've ever took a break from the game was 3 years. Definitely when I was in college, I wasn't playing as much. I was playing a lot more Dragon Ball, I know that, but I was taking a break. I think it was around the time Links, where you had to play by Links, so I wasn't playing as much back then because Fusions really got screwed over, but that's a different story. The point is, she didn't approve his hobby, and basically, her and her parents really didn't approve of him because he enjoyed making videos and being a street musician and performing basically and content creation, but they didn't like it because he didn't have a college degree. And I wanted to talk about this because I've mentioned this before on the channel. I have a college degree. I have a 4 year degree and everything. I have my bachelor's, and I'm working on and I also do work in the field that my degree's in. I won't mention it because, privacy reasons. But bottom line is, I can speak from experience on this really quick. I just want to get this out there. Success is not guaranteed by your degree. I'm sorry. I got to put that out there. It's not a magical golden ticket that guarantees it. Now, don't get me wrong. It absolutely opens up many more doors for possibilities for you. And if you want to do that, like if you know what you want to do career wise, go for it. But also understand, shoot, I like I said, I've seen the analytics, so I know we got some people probably either still going to college right now or probably even planning on going back or give or take. Really quick, it is not easy. It may seem like, all right, I'll just go back to school. It'll be easy. It is not easy, but not only does it take time, but trust me, it is. If you know what you want out of life, go for it. But also be prepared that it will be difficult. So I understand because I have friends who started at the same time I did, and they dropped out because they just didn't. It wasn't for them. Shoot, I know someone really close to me. Like I said, I won't name names because, privacy reasons. Someone extremely close to me who, after his first week of trying the college lifestyle, he dropped out immediately and joined the military. And he is so much happier now than he ever was then. It just wasn't for him. So I can speak for people that just because a person may not have their college degree doesn't make them any less of a person. Some people know what they want out of life, and it doesn't always have to be centered around academics or shoot. A person doesn't need to fully dedicate themselves to like one thing, honestly, because that's the main thing I want to talk about this because I know a lot of people that have given up on their hobbies or what they enjoy because they feel like they have to. And shoot, I've even been there before. There was a point in my life where I really did think to myself that maybe if I wasn't doing this, I'd be happier. And no, absolutely not. One of the great things, now, don't get me wrong, Yugioh, and this isn't even just about Yugioh, nerdy subcultures in general, yes, they're not always the people around you aren't always the nicest. I mean, we all know this. Yu-Gi-Oh has a bad reputation, but as somebody who I can speak from experience, it's really, honestly, a mixed bag. Because yes, there are your bad days, but honestly, being able to just go and, like I said, just play your favorite deck at locals, just relax from the dailies, grind of life is just so therapeutic. And honestly, it's really sad to hear that somebody tried to make this work, gave up on what they enjoyed to work a 9 to 5, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work out for them. Now, I don't know the people. I don't know. I've been watching your Yu-Gi-Oh channel. I used to watch them all the time. I doubt you'll see this, but if you do, I'm happy to hear you're in a better place, and I can speak from experience that me and Chandler Michael watch you and so many other YouTubers back then, and honestly, it's part of what inspired us to want to make our own videos. And I don't know, I guess I just wanted to talk about this because there are a lot of people out there who seem to really struggle with this idea of you need to be a certain way. You need to, you can't play this because you're too old for this. They never said that about, painting yourself up as your favorite football team, dressing up half naked and going to screaming your lungs out. To me, that seems weird, but there's nothing wrong with having hobbies at all. As long as you're not hurting yourself or others, who cares? Here in the channel, we play Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and so many things that most people would probably think is childish, but to us, it brings us joy. Making videos talking about, we don't even do, the super competitive stuff. We talk about the decks we enjoy, the strategies we like. I talk about heroes. In Digimon, I talk about Black War Greymon. Shoot. I've even been playing a little bit more Fusion World. I like to play Broly there, and a bunch of my friends are keep trying to get me to play One Piece. I'm gonna build a Robin deck. So I play what I enjoy because it brings me joy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having hobbies. There's nothing wrong with doing what you enjoy as long as you're not hurting anyone or yourself. And I don't know. I guess I just wanted to talk about this because I know there are a lot of people out there who are probably going through a similar thing that they think they can't enjoy this or they're too old for this. No, that's. I usually always say it's a person's point of view, but honestly, that's just stupid. Because there's nothing wrong with wanting to have something that's your own, something that's having a job and a career. That's great. Having a family, that's great too. But you also need to have something that's your own, something that brings you joy, that makes you feel happy about it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Whether that's trading cards like Yu-Gi-Oh, or any other card game like Pokemon, or if it's video games like if you're into, I don't know, League of Legends or something, if it brings you joy and you're not hurting anyone or yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. The key word is moderation. And honestly, I think personally, if you're with somebody who judges you by that, and even worse off, gives you an ultimatum like she gave your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, it's just not right. Because no matter what, they're going to find something to pick out and to nitpick about you and constantly keep trying to mold you to what they think is right. And you have to be who you are. Like I said, here in the channel, we do tons of stuff that a lot of people think is, nerdy or childish or whatever. And there are probably people out there who thinks it's weird that we're the age we are and we still like this stuff. Because, like, shoot, I've shared it on social media, even at work before. I've worn t-shirts with it. Honestly, you got to do what makes you happy. In the work world, I get that. I understand that. It's a lot more difficult. You got to dress a certain attire. But when it's your time, it's your time. And you just got to enjoy yourself. When you're out with your friends or you're going to locals, just enjoy yourself. That's what I say. Doesn't matter what game you like to play. You like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, whatever. If you enjoy it, and have fun. So, I don't know where this video is going. I just wanted to talk about this because, like I said, I know there are a lot of people out there who feel this way, that they get to a certain age and they gotta stop doing what they enjoy. And honestly, that's just stupid. Play what you enjoy, but also make sure to also keep a proper balance. Sometimes here in the channel, we can't always play what we want. Like, that's why our Digimon content's been slacking, because we haven't been able to play at locals for a long time. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh, actually. We couldn't go to locals for a while. I stopped uploading Pokemon battles for a little while because my Switch was fucked up. Those things do happen, but there's nothing wrong with enjoying those. That's the main message of this. So, if you got anything, if you've seen the video already, let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoy my ramblings, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good week. Take care. Bye.